footpath, but it's public. This is not. This is private.
Why does it say it's private?
It's private property.
Where does it say it's private?
The landlord owns the land.
Who's the landowner?
I don't want to get into an argument with you. I would just like to leave site if that's possible.
Who is the landlord? No, I'm not going to leave, no.
You're not going to leave?
No, I'm going to wander around.
Anyway, because it's private property and we don't allow you to be filming here.
I just wanted to find out a bit about the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, to be honest.
They're not here.
Well, funny how there's a sign in there that says Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority.
So why are you coming investigating the Gangmasters? What reasons do you have for that?
Because I find it interesting.
You find it interesting?
Yeah.
So I've called the police. I'm not going to get into an argument.
Which law do you think I'm breaking?
It's private property.
What law is that then?
You're not allowed to take videos and photos of the building. It's not acceptable in the business that we're in.
Well, you can, yeah, of course you can. It's a government building.
It's not acceptable.
It's a government building.
Yeah, I know, but we've got procedures in place and people have to get permission to take photos. You've not asked for permission.
Well, surely it's public. If it's a government building, it's owned by the public.
Yeah, I know it's a government building, but it's still classed as private property. The land is owned by somebody else.
The staff member is completely mistaken, and here's why. She is confusing ownership with public access. A government building may be owned by a public department or agency, but that does not automatically make it private property in the legal sense. If members of the public can enter or stand there without locked gates, barriers, or signs restricting access, then it is a publicly accessible area. Filming in such a place is completely lawful. There is no UK law that requires permission to record a government building from a place where you are legally allowed to be. If the authorities do not want people filming, they must restrict access instead of making up rules on the spot.
See, I know you're filming and stuff. I just want to know what it's about, because obviously this is a government building.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's a government building.
Yeah, but why are you filming it?
I didn't know I needed a reason. Why are you filming me?
Because I'm speaking with you and you're a suspect in an incident where you're filming a government building.
Suspect? That would imply that I've committed a criminal offence.
Listen to me a minute, okay? You're zooming in on people's IDs. I can tell you're one of those bloggers. That's absolutely fine, okay? But you can't be zooming in on people's IDs when this is a government building.
Who says?
It's the law, mate.
What law?
We don't play this game where...
Could you identify yourself, please?
Okay, PC 1191 Mercedes, as you can see by my badge.
Which station are you based out of?
I'm based at Byron House Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we filming? I don't really get what we're
Is this a government building?
Yeah.
I pay for it, I can film it.
Okay, so why are you getting mouthy then? Because the thing is that you've been getting mouthy with them.
They were getting mouthy with me. I was perfectly polite till they started giving me attitude.
Yeah, because they're asking why you're filming them when this is a government building and asking for their IDs. It's suspicious.
From the moment this officer arrives, it is clear she is not trying to calm the situation. Instead, she immediately takes a confrontational approach. Her tone is dismissive and controlling. She mocks Gwen by calling him one of those bloggers, and repeatedly refers to him as mate in a sarcastic way. That behavior is unprofessional and creates unnecessary conflict. She also fails to identify herself until Gwen asks for her details, even though officers are expected to identify themselves when appropriate. Rather than looking at the facts, she assumes Gwen is suspicious simply because he is filming a government building and asking staff to identify themselves. Both of those actions are perfectly lawful. Filming from a public place is legal, and asking government employees to identify themselves is a reasonable form of public accountability.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not going to give any details.
Okay, you need to give me your details.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have. Because
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I think you need to get your facts straight there.
No, okay, you listen to me now. You've been getting mouthy with these people.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been harassing them.
I haven't harassed anyone. They approached me.
You have. Okay.
You have the right to approach him.
That's lies.
He's filming, so we've asked him if he wouldn't film it on private property.
Yeah, of course.
We've been very reasonable with him, and the attitude that he has with you, he's had with us too.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What was his reason?
There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing.
He said he's interested in the Gangmasters and the abuse authority. He's just bullshitting.
Right, okay.
Basically. I don't agree with the word that he's saying.
Alright then.
Okay.
So we would like him removed.
Yeah, of course you can. Is there
in a public place?
What you said at the minute?
No, it's not been threatening. But obviously he's not corresponding with us. We've asked him not to video. I've given us the reasons, which are valid reasons why he's become argumentative. And really, I'd just like him to be removed from site.
This part shows how quickly misinformation spreads when people misunderstand the law. The staff member tells the officer that Gwen has been argumentative and filming on private property. However, neither claim is supported by the facts. There are no barriers, no warning signs, and no restrictions preventing public access. Gwen had already explained why he was there. He said he was filming in relation to the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, a government agency that investigates labor exploitation and modern slavery. The GLAA exists to protect vulnerable workers and hold exploitative employers accountable. Recording a government-related location for that purpose is not suspicious. It is a lawful activity carried out in the public interest.
Why 2 vehicles on blue lights for somebody not breaking the law?
Because I was told that you were being quite abusive to staff and you were filming a government building.
Well, obviously
so
someone's
in our
lied to you
control
then, haven't
system, it's grade 1, which means that we travel on blue lights and sirens.
Okay.
And it's 2 vehicles because we're in a car each, so it's actually only 2 officers.
Okay.
So do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
You know, you were a bit hostile with me to start off with, demanding my details, so I'm not going to give you any information now, thank you.
Okay. Are you, so I'm going to need you to leave the premises.
Well, under what law?
Pardon?
Under what law?
Under Section 35 Act, okay? So it's a dispersal order, and I need you to leave this area, okay? Because people don't want here. You've been causing trouble. You've been shouting at them.
I haven't been causing any trouble.
Yes, you have.
You're lying now.
Stop being argumentative with me.
Stop giving me attitude, no.
No, you've given me attitude from the start, which is on my camera and yours as well.
Demanding my details and things like that straight off the bat.
You need to move your stuff. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not taking anything. I'm walking with you.
Fine.
The officer's use of Section 35 was completely inappropriate. This power is meant for situations where a person's behavior is likely to cause harassment, alarm, distress, crime, or serious disorder. None of those conditions applied here. Gwen was calmly filming from land that was open to the public. Recording government property from a public place is lawful, protected by Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, and supported by official NPCC guidance on photography. Instead of applying the law properly, the officer appeared to use Section 35 simply because she and the staff did not want Gwen there. Saying, "People don't want you here," is not a legal reason to issue a dispersal order. It is a personal opinion, not a lawful justification.
Okay, don't worry. Yeah, I've got him on my camera as well. It's just silly.
I've got it all on camera. No, it's not silly. That's your thoughts. I'd rather you keep them to yourself, to be honest. You're a public employee.
Well, what's around here then? Is this your like full-time job then, plug-in?
I do all sorts.
What, plug-in buildings?
So we're on the public. Can you put the bag down now? We're on the public pavement.
So I don't want you round that private property anymore, okay? If you are caught there again, I will come back and you can be arrested for it, okay? Do you understand that? I'm giving you a warning for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with you.
Okay, can you tell me which act and which section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35 of what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay. You don't
You've got a mask
intimidate
on your
me.
face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and anything like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave now, okay?
This moment clearly raises questions about the officer's understanding of her own powers. When Gwen calmly asks, "Section 35 of what?" she responds, "It doesn't matter what." This is the end of it. An officer using legal powers should be able to explain the law they are relying on. Refusing to identify that legal power makes it difficult for the person involved to understand the basis of the decision. The situation becomes even more unusual when the officer suggests that Gwen is trying to intimidate her simply because he is wearing a face mask. Wearing a mask is completely lawful, and there is nothing to suggest it was intended as intimidation. Rather than focusing on the facts, the officer appears to react emotionally.
Catch you on this premises again, okay? It's going to be taken further. You don't need that. You can get on with your day. You can go film some other buildings, okay? Get on with your vlogging business. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one building that you can't film. Go and film another one.
I'll film what I like them in public.
But that's a private property that you've been on.
Yeah, it's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972.
Okay, well done.
However, the bit that you were on was part of private land, so you just weren't allowed on that bit. Okay?
Well, it's not government property, is it?
Huh?
Is it not government property?
That bit is government property.
Well, it's public property,
however,
isn't it?
no, it did not in this instance, just because of whatever goes on in there, and I've already had word in it. All right. So just because it's a government building doesn't necessarily mean it's always accessible to the public.
Well, I didn't see any signs or anything, Constable.
I appreciate that, and whatever it might have been, we've just tried to sort it out as the lowest level that we possibly can. Okay,
no problem.
Which is why we've just asked you just to move away from the building and just not.
See, that's fine. If your colleague had asked as politely as you are
That's
right
what I
now.
did in the first
No, you
place.
didn't. You give me attitude. You give me lip. You're acting like you're acting stupid.
I'm not
so
interested in either side now. As long as it's all resolved and we can just move on peacefully and quietly. All right.
That's
If
fine.
you're happy with that, lovely.
yeah, see, you've been perfectly polite. I thank you for
But
that.
what I will say is that my colleague is dead right. We've given you the warning for it. If you come back, you can be arrested for breach of 35 notice.
Which act is that, sorry?
It's part of the Public Order Act.
Public Order Act,
I'll read it out for you. If that makes you feel better, I'll read it out.
So it's literally just that.
So antisocial behaviour crime and police act 2014.
Do you suspect that I have been committing antisocial behaviour? Because there is a Home Office document that is called the...
Mate, listen, I don't care about it.
Well, you should care, you should care.
No, I should,
yes, you should care. I think you need to get retrained, you do. I'm going to make a complaint, yes I am. I'm making a complaint about you, professional standards.
That's okay, you can do that.
I'm making a professional standards complaint about you. Yep, here we go. They'll have that as well.
Got the details.
Yep, thank you.
Alright, we're done then.
Okay, bye-bye.
This final section says a great deal about the officer's attitude. As Gwen calmly tries to explain his position and even refers to official Home Office guidance, she interrupts him by saying, "Mate, I don't care about it." That response dismisses guidance issued by the very department responsible for policing policy. Interrupting, mocking, and refusing to listen does little to build public confidence. When Gwen says he intends to file a complaint with professional standards, it seems like a reasonable next step. However, according to his later comments, he received only an automated reply from Nottinghamshire Police and no meaningful follow-up. That outcome raises wider concerns about accountability. When complaints are not fully addressed, public confidence can be affected. Throughout the encounter, Gwen remained calm, polite, and focused on the law. He explained his position clearly and understood the limits of police powers. As the conversation continued, the difference in approach between him and the officer became increasingly noticeable. When another officer became involved, the interaction immediately appeared calmer and more professional. It showed that the situation could have been handled very differently with patience, respect, and good communication. This case highlights how important professionalism and accountability are in policing. Respectful communication helps build trust, while poor conduct can quickly turn a peaceful encounter into an unnecessary conflict. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me continue creating independent content. Also, don't forget to check out Gwen Auditor. You'll find a link to his channel in the description below. Be sure to show him your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.